Hey guys, this is Haley from OneOneRabbits.com, and today I'm just doing a little bit of an update on Sterling. So for those of you who follow me on my Twitter and Facebook, I'm not sure if I said anything on Instagram or not, but or my Snapchat, I did mention that Sterling actually was not eating and had was going through stasis. So last Wednesday, or I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, I believe, I noticed him like sitting in the corner after I cleaned his cage. He wasn't, he was like sitting there pressing his stomach to the floor. He was tooth grinding. He looked very uncomfortable and very in pain. First I thought he was just scared, because he does get scared when I clean his cage. But then I tried to give him food, he wouldn't eat. I gave him his veggies and he wouldn't eat that either, so I definitely knew something was wrong. So my Rabbit Savvy vet actually wasn't in the office that day, so she couldn't see Sterling. I decided to try a new vet that I had heard did exotic animals, but they were 2 hours away as well. But I was like, you know what, I better just go, because Sterling needs fluids and medicine and stuff like that. I did have some pain meds at home. So like I was saying, I did have some pain medicine at home for Sterling, but I didn't really have anything else. I didn't have any sub-Q fluids. I didn't know if he had a blockage, which it's very rare for rabbits to get blockages, but it is a possibility. So I was like, I'd like to get x-rays to find out. He really wants another treat. So I got into the vet, and at first I kind of thought they knew something about rabbits, because they were well aware that rabbits get stressed out very easily, and they made sure that, like, you know, the dogs stayed away from him and stuff like that. And they got him in as soon as possible, because they knew that rabbits shouldn't go without eating. But when I got in there, the vet came in and he pretty much looked at Sterling and said he's fine. And if I wouldn't have known about GI Stasis or how rabbits' digestive systems worked, he may have sent me home with no treatment, so that would have been really bad. But since I was very familiar with it and I knew how to treat it, I pretty much just bossed the vet around and told him what to do. I told him that I wanted some x-rays to make sure he didn't have any blockages, so he went and got x-rays done. Then I told him I wanted some sub-Q fluids, so they inserted some sub-Q fluids for me. I then asked for some pain medication for him, as GI Stasis is very painful, and one of the major things is fluids and managing pain. So I went ahead and asked for some pain medicine, because I was running out of the stuff I had at home. And by that point, the pain medicine was really helping him, and he started to nibble on some hay, so I was really glad. And I had an appointment with my normal vet the very next day. So the next day I went to my normal vet. She gave me sub-Q fluids that I can administer at home. She gave me some antibiotics in case it was a bacterial issue, which you don't necessarily need antibiotics and motility drugs when treating GI stasis, but because she was leaving the country the very next day, she gave me those things just because I wouldn't be able to see her for 2 weeks if something was to go wrong. So yeah, she gave me those, and then she also gave me more Medicam, because the other vet only gave me like 4 doses, and the doses he gave me were like extremely small. So he gave me 0.3 milliliters for Sterling twice a day, and for Sterling's weight, he should be getting 0.8 millimeters twice a day. So yeah, I definitely needed more Medicam for him. So yeah, I got some more medicine and all that type of stuff, and he started doing really well. He started eating, he started binking, he started playing and being completely normal. As you can tell, he is definitely back to normal now, hopping around and stuff. While Sterling was sick, I actually did not keep him in this cage unless I wasn't able to watch him. So this is his cage. It is a 2x5 NIC condo, sort of, and it's on a table. And I kept him in this when I wasn't able to watch him. Like, we had some company over, so I was outside a lot. And stuff, so I put him in here when I couldn't watch him, but otherwise he was upstairs with me, which this is my bedroom. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of show you that. It is not clean right now, so I'm not gonna like show you everything, but If you guys want a tour of my bedroom, because I kind of bunny-proofed it, then I can go ahead and do a separate video for that. So this is the ladder that goes up. My bedroom is in an attic space. So just like that. So if we go up here, my computer's making noises, but this is something I just added for Sterling. So I do want to mention it's really dark up here just because I have horrible lighting. But pretty much this is something that my dad helped me build. Well, pretty much he built it, but I bought the supplies. But it's a door for my ladder, just because before I was using this wire gate to block off the ladder, and it just really wasn't sturdy enough and he could probably knock it down, and I didn't want that to happen. So this side of the door has this little latch that can lock it, and it is kind of tight, so I kind of have to push it in, but then I can reach over and lock it like this. So that's probably 2-3 feet tall, 2.5 feet tall, so there's no way he can jump over there. And then I also put this piece of wood on top like that, so that there's no way he can get down the hole. I also had this little NIC grate thing in the way so that he could not get over there. And then I have this NIC wall with a blanket over it just to provide some, you know, protection or security, I guess. So this was his cage area. It's just a piece of plywood on top of my half wall, which is surrounding the ladder. And then on top of the plywood, I do have puppy pads because this is not water sealed or anything, so if he was to pee or spill water, it would soak into the wood, which we would not want. One thing about Sterling is that he is almost like 100% like potty trained compared to my other rabbits. Like, he always pees in his litter box. You can see he does sometimes leave random poop. Most of the time it's right next to the litter box, which means it either was stuck to his feet when he hopped out, or he wasn't quite done when he hopped out, something like that. So yeah, I really haven't cleaned since after he was done being sick, but pretty much I provided a pile of hay. This was treat hay outside his litter box, and sorry, people are Facebook messaging me. And I also provided his normal hay inside his litter box. So the type of treat hay I had was just some oxbow orchard grass and oxbow timothy hay, and then his normal hay is orchard grass by Small Pet Select. I also had a bed for him right here, which is currently in the wash because I cleaned the cages yesterday, but I did not clean up here like I was supposed to. Then I just have this ceramic tile, and then his water dish, which is old. I need to change it. But yeah, this is just kind of his setup, how, and then my bed is right here, which my bed is not made. But pretty much this is just so I could sleep and keep an eye on him at the same time. And the rest of the room is pretty bunny proofed, but not like severely. So this is just a step that he can step on. His hay like fell all over. This is just some toys. And I can't really show you like a lot of it just because it's so messy, but I use these X pens to block off everything I don't want him to get to, like the hermit crab tank, the garbage, my heater, my hermit crab cords and everything, my night light and stuff like that. So yeah. And then over here I do have some more X pens. I had to take down my pictures because he was able to reach them and eat them. This is my filming corner, which looks horrible right now, but if you've seen in some of my videos, I do have a filming corner, which I sit on that chair, and this is kind of the background. I keep my filming lights and my tripod and my carpet. That's the hay from when Sterling was sick. I have a giant exercise ball back there. I have my hammock, camera bags, another garbage, and my air conditioner. So yeah, that's kind of my messy corner, but that's what I'd use to block Sterling out of there, just because he can't chew that cords then or chew anything valuable up. So yeah, this is the gate that I used to use to block the stairs off, but it was not very good. So I know some of you guys probably wanted to see the medications and stuff like that, but I actually filmed a separate video which will be up next, and it's gonna be how to give medication to a bunny. So I just kind of show how I give medications to my rabbits, as it's something that you're gonna need to learn, as most likely your rabbit will get sick within its lifetime. So yeah, I just thought that would be interesting for you guys. And then in that video, you'll see all the medications I've been giving Sterling, except for the critical care and force feeding water, because I only had to do that like once or twice because he like started eating and drinking on his own. But yeah, and I didn't film myself giving Sterling sub-Q fluids either, because I only had to give them to him once and we were having a little bit of difficulty with it, so I didn't film it because I wasn't like confident enough in it. But if I ever give sub-Q fluids again, maybe I'll film it. But it's definitely something you need to be trained on from your vet, and a vet has trained me on how to give like injections and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for caring about Sterling and the rest of my rabbits. So I'll see you guys soon on a new video. Bye!